Artificial turf is robust, weather-resistant and low maintenance. Because it enables training all year round, it's also regularly used in professional football. Developing the perfect artificial grass was a rocky road. The artificial turf used in the 1970s sometimes caused minor injuries to players who fell. In the 1980s, a softer fibre was used that caused less injury, but this turf wore out quickly. The 1990s brought artificial grass with rubber infill for more stability. But the rubber granules often contained toxic components and left a mess in the changing rooms. Now the Swiss Federal Laboratories for Materials, Science and Technology, known as EMPA, together with artificial turf producer Tisca Tiara, have developed a new fibre, which has none of the shortcomings of its predecessors.
The special thing about this turf is that the blades always stand up again. This means optimal playing conditions, even after heavy use. Yet the grass is soft and doesn't cause cuts or scrapes.
How does the school class in Thurgau like it?
It feels like walking on clouds, and the ball moves faster.
It's a lot softer, and it's nice not to have rubber bits in your shoes.
The project to find the perfect fibre started 5 years ago.
The idea was to use a soft fibre that minimises scrapes, but to reinforce it with a hard polyamide fibre. In other words, creating a combination where the hard fibre is inside a softer one.
The tricky part was to find the right structure to hold the two different materials together. The engineers tried out several profiles in order to find one that would distribute pressure equally on all parts. To process the two components, polyamide and polyethylene, a new kind of spinning head had to be developed, a collaboration between EMPA and Zurich University. After 4.5 years of development, the first piece of turf was ready for testing. A special machine licensed by the World Football Federation FIFA was used to simulate the effect that playing football over 12 years for 6 hours a day would have. After 48 hours, the test was complete, and the result was disastrous. The red polyamide cores had sprung out of the soft polyethylene cover.
For us, this was a huge setback. We didn't know whether we would ever manage to solve the problem.
But the team didn't give up easily. The producers and researchers came together for another intense brainstorming. What had gone wrong? What had they overlooked? And then they found the perfect solution.
All our previous profiles had too big a core and too thin a cover. The solution was to get rid of the big core and make 5 small ones instead. This also resulted in a new shape of the fibre, which is less prone to cracks. And it's also much closer to a real grass profile, and behaves more like real grass too.
The artificial turf is already installed on 3 pitches in Switzerland, and the developers are convinced that their invention will set new international standards.